The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
Я батько. Я молодший брат.
Я водій маршрутки.
Я скоро одружуся. Я фанат Шахтера. Начальник отдела продаж.
Я прораб.
Я программист. Я свидетель на свадьбе.
Дядя Юра, таксист.
Я вчитель фізкультури.
Я студент-геолог.
У мене своя фірма.
Я кращий друг зі школи.
Я сусід, який завжди стукає по батареї.
Я єдиний син.
A lot of people look at us as robots or just out doing a job, but everything we see and do affects us just like it does everybody else.
A lot of problems with first responders and veterans is that now we're in a battlefield that's very different.
I've lost more friends to suicide than I did in combat, and it really hurts.
When you push the human envelope to those maximum extents, physically, psychologically, emotionally, and spiritually, and then you pull that plug, nothing prepares you for the silence. Nothing prepares you for that void.
You can't come that close to death without it having some effect on you.
I'll never forget my wife telling me, you know, you're not the same Brett that I married.
What War Horses does is it puts you in that environment to, in essence, look in the mirror. But that mirror's that horse. And that horse is going to tell you where you're at.
You got to relax. You got to calm down. You got to slow your mind down and just think about this one thing controlling that horse.
The first thing we do before we get on a horse, we breathe. Let go of everything. Let go of everything in your head. If I don't let go of everything, I cannot be present with the horse.
It's magic. I just started crying. It was the first time in my life that I literally let everything go.
Compassion, generosity, love, all of these things trickle back into what it is to be a human being.
It's completely changed me.
All the confidence I had lost, it started coming back working with these horses. They've given me my life back.
What is this Facebook Live? I've never heard of this shit.
Freedom is the right of all sentient beings. WTF Nation Radio. WTF Nation Radio.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Do you ever have one of those moments where you think, how the hell did I get here? Jeez, what happened to me? I was ruling the galaxy, had a cherry new battle station. I mean, this place had an omelet bar, a straight-up omelet bar. And now look, my former intern's tossing me down a bottomless freaking pit. You know, come to think of it, my whole life has been a series of what the moments. That was my out.
The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
I looked my woman in the eye sockets. I told her straight out. I just said it, man. I said it. I said, bitch, I'm the man of the house.
Yeah, you said bitch, though. You called your wife a bitch.
Yeah.
This is a public service announcement from C.T. Fletcher. I will not contribute to the pussification of a nation. Get your punk ass out there and work for it, motherfucker.
Let's roll.
Within the mountain compound or at the basement of the Pentagon, who knows? Pew pew. I got freaking in the gunner seat. I got shipwreck. What's up, man?
Nothing much, you?
Dude.
What you up to tonight?
Man, just kind of like kicking it around, shooting the breeze. Looking at all the news, it's just hitting the wires. Pa-da, 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 pa-da. Real quick, just want to make a quick announcement. I know this is kind of like a little late, but I hope everybody had a good Easter. What'd you do for Easter, man? You did anything? Everything all right?
Yeah, we went out to the ranch and did the ranch thing and had fun with the family. It's pretty cool.
Cool.
Got to see some things I haven't seen in a while with myself, but it was cool. It was good.
Wait, haven't seen that you hadn't seen anything in a while? Did you go on a freaking like spirit quest or something?
No. It's like, how you go do something you haven't done in a while with your family, and then
gotcha.
You see another family member that did military, and then kind of look back and go, that's how I was, and it's just type thing.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I just ask, just curious.
But cool, yeah, cool learning experience for me.
Good deal. I didn't much do any egg hunting, but I did get Baby Ice an awesome baller ass Easter basket full of Easter candies and stuff like that. Kind of do the area, so it's knowing what we can do for Easter egg hunts and stuff like that. So I could have sought some out, but I figured.
Well, you could just fly over to D.C. and get an Easter egg there.
Yeah, man, you're really trying to poke me right now on this invisible friends thing, aren't you?
Hey, you never know.
Oh man, okay. So real quick, news is buzzing right now that the a judge has blocked the mandate for mask wear. So everyone freak out, and of course they're going to say that we're fake news for saying that shit. But Right now, the mask mandates for travel in airlines and at airports, the TSA has announced that they will not enforce any mask standards, and everyone's abuzz going nuts about the mask mandates. And so it's like, whoo, man. Woo-hoo. So yeah, it's pretty cool. So no masks, and of course everyone's gonna flip out. I can't wait to see anybody. The judge does not have weaponized autism. It's a judge is like, it's no more mess. And of course everyone's freaking out about the judge, saying that she was not qualified to make this decision and stuff like that. Even though for, I don't know, the last few months we've been listening to fucking the CDC's bullshit, or actually I say poor messaging on the on what's been going on for travel. I mean, I don't care personally. I mean, you don't wear a mask. I don't wear a mask. Do you wear a mask? Do you still wear a mask for everywhere? I mean, I gotta find.
I haven't for 2 or 3 months now. Yeah, we are matured in our household from a mask to reality.
Yeah, right. As I'm saying, everybody freaking out right now, talking about masks and stuff like that. They're gonna think that we're anti-vaxxers or something like that. Oh, shut up. A lot of people who sit there, I mean, it's almost like when you have a ruck and you can't wait to get the ruck off and you're like, oh, it feels good, right? Doesn't mean that you don't like fucking rucking or you're a shitbag for not liking a ruck, but everyone's tired of fucking masks. Even the mask holes. Come on, man. Even the kids. Even the kids, yeah. Kids in school.
Tell you.
Adults. I mean, it's just an additional house. Everyone's gonna come at me saying, oh, you don't do your part and whatever. I think it's cool that it's off. As a matter of fact, me and Baby Ice are probably going to book a ticket and just jump on a plane and just go take off. Because I'm not gonna. I wouldn't make my boy wear a mask. Fuck that. I have to for work and stuff like that. But yeah, nah.
Yeah.
No, I'm not.
I'm waiting for all the video feeds to come out.
Oh yeah, dude! Down. I can't wait for No Mask World Star to come out, because there's going to be individuals. They're going to be so smug in their, you should be wearing a mask. And people, you have those individuals, they do, I mean, they may be idiots, but they do have some, I guess you would call it, they do have some Rona courage to walk up to somebody and say, you better wear a mask and blah, 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 blah. Come on, Cletus. I can't wait to see it. I can't wait. World Star Mask Edition. Or Airport Edition, because I can guarantee it right now. There'll be some airline or somebody in government that will scream and demand. You'll have individuals that have been empowered all this time to tell people to put their masks on, and now not going to know how to act. And then, of course, they're going to shit talk on individuals who are happy that we're no longer wearing masks, when everybody should be happy that we're no longer wearing masks.
Exactly.
Despite what Fauci says, exactly. Basically, Fauci's been. See, that's the thing. You notice Fauci's been kind of like.
Where did he go?
Yeah, exactly. He's just like kind of like brushed away.
Did they put him in the basement and brushed him away?
Yeah, I'm saying, dude. They brushed him away. They kind of like where'd he go?
They sent him to Area 51.
Right? Yeah, man. So everyone's like looking like now what do we do? Nobody knows what to do with their hands anymore. And I'm just liking at the fact on the civilian side or how how they're talking about it, freaking out. But it's almost like everyone's in the military is like, yo, so you gotta wear a mask, and everyone was making a big deal about masks. But then when you think about it, the leaders, I mean, they were going off guidance as well. It's kind of funny to see that. Can't wait to see those that are still on the mask hype. So I just think it's funny. I just think it's hilarious.
It is.
It is, dude. It is.
Wait for all the mask videos. That's what I'm waiting on.
Exactly.
All the Karen videos.
Yeah, dude. All the Karen videos coming out.
And there's going to be that one or two that's popular that hits everywhere.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Remember the one with the GameStop that just went wild, like wildfire?
What do you want to forget? The ma'am one?
Yeah, the ma'am one.
Yeah, but
GameStop.
Yeah, but I think that's different though, dude.
It's different, but you know how like what I'm meaning is like how one video just took the stage out of all the other videos. I'm just waiting for that one to take the stage.
There's gonna be. Oh, I see what you're saying. So there's gonna be one viral moment where someone's going to shit talk or go out or get in somebody's face about wearing a mask. Is that what you're saying?
Exactly. And it's just going to be meme city right there.
Yes, I'm all about the memes. Oscar, you're not a good leader if you're not wearing a mask. Oscar, brother, let me tell you, man. When the vax was optional, there were individuals that said, if you're not a good leader, if you don't get the vax. When it was optional. When it was optional. I'm not at the very beginning when it was an all options event. There were leaders out there who were saying if you didn't get the vax, or you didn't get it, or you did not encourage your soldiers to get it. Why are we talking about Sergeant's time shit right now? This is a Monday edition, dude.
Hey, you went down that road.
Why'd you go?
Yeah,
I'm about to say, dude. I'm about to say, I need to. Oof, man.
Get back in the swimming lane here.
I know. I need to get back in. I think that the no, you're good, Oscar. No, don't apologize, bro. No, I'm serious, Oscar. You got a good point. You made that comment, but it reminded me that there were leaders that were saying that to their soldiers. I got in the inbox that at the time it was optional. People were freaking out. There was some coercion. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
There was some coercion going on. They don't want to admit it, but they did.
Leadership meant something.
Right,
yeah.
Right. If you're a real leader, you would have gotten. So I can't wait. Can't wait to see all the. I can't wait to see all the drama, all the crying. I can't wait to see all the videos. I can't wait to see those who think they're more. They have some sort of piety. Yes, indeed. You must wear a mask. The same individuals that said that no masks are the same ones that were having parties with no masks. These were our leaders, our elected officials that were doing this. But I think it's hilarious. So I'm gonna. I mean, it's bad enough that you have to wear some masks now. Can you run around in Ranger panties and a t-shirt in an airplane now with no mask on and see what happens? I think we'll do that. Me and Baby Ice will just jump on our plane and just take a trip, just jump on our flight and have fun. Take videos of people getting all upset. There are some options that you can wear. Some airlines are saying it's optional as well.
There's nothing wrong with that.
You do you at this point.
Should be there.
You do you at this point. You know what I mean? If it's
exactly,
if you're feeling compelled to wear it, go right ahead. No hard feelings. You can wear what you want. So.
Well, flying, there's a lot of people that pump up their vitamin C's before they go on flights. Just they're around a lot of people with different things.
Remember the conversation we had before? We used to just call it the crud when you got sick.
Yeah.
Now and of course now everyone's like, oh no, no mask. What are we supposed to do? There are individuals that actually hope that something happens to you because you're gloating about the fact that we don't have to wear a mask anywhere. And I think everybody should celebrate the fact. It's a celebration. We should wear it weird day. You should be happy you're not wearing a mask. Fucking A, that's awesome. I like it.
Celebrate for your freedom.
Right, dude. So, pretty interesting. That was just breaking news. That happened literally within the last 40 minutes about mask mandates being lifted. All the drama happening, everyone freaking out. Everyone was going nuts. The entire sphere of social media platforms have been going on a wham bliss about this blitz, I should say, about crying about the mask. Individuals that are posting that the judge is Catherine Kimball Mizell, and she's the judge that overturned the mask mandate, and everyone's freaking out now, talking about her credentials. Hey, I didn't go to law school, and I didn't get any of the credentials and stuff like that, but I'm pretty sure you could grab anybody in our elected government or anybody who is in a position, and you could try to compare whatever apples and oranges to why you think someone's not qualified. I'm I'm just a random podcaster. I'm just a dude hanging out. I'm just a dude playing a dude pretending to be another dude. And
that has opinions.
That has opinions. And you know what? I can't say that I'm not qualified to say if someone's not a judge or not, that they're whatever. But she's been getting attacked. As a matter of fact, she's been getting attacked by individuals who were originally saying that you should listen to women, that you should be quiet and you know, don't tell women to sit in the corner. By the same individuals who say that are the same ones that are now trashing this judge's record for overturning the mask mandate.
Well, it's the same people that were saying that people are wrong on the lady that was nominated for Supreme Court. That she was basing some of her opinions to ruling on her judge's courtroom. Sorry.
Are you talking about? You're talking about Judge Kanji Brown? Well, I'm gonna tell you what, dude.
She even admitted to using her opinion to make decisions.
Right. But a judge, listen, a judge in some of the cases for some things, judges can't go by. They're only going to go by stuff. I was talking to some friends of mine about that too, going back and forth, and they asked me, "Well, then who you think should have done it?" Blah 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 blah. You're against the a woman blah 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 first Supreme Court. I'm not. The one that I was hoping that was a select was one of the ones that was Judge J. Michelle Childs, and she, black woman judge. State of South Carolina, has had a lot of cases that were more supportive, that were more strict on crime, and so that was my pick when she was on the list of who was going to be selected for Supreme Court. I really wanted her to do it because she's. If you look at her credentials, just look it up when it comes to some crime, how she's strong on some crime. Again, it's all opinion, Yeah, Judge J. Michelle Childs. That was the one that was on the list that I was hoping of the list would have gotten selected, but that's just me. So that's just
maybe next go around.
Yeah, maybe next go around. So when I saw that, and everyone was like, "Well, you have an opinion that you don't want her to come on." No, it's just that I didn't feel like just to me. If you're asking me, lowly dude playing a dude pretending to be another dude, I'm a nobody.
Ain't that the truth? Oh, sorry.
Whatever. I see what you're saying.
I had to.
Yeah, of course.
I had to.
Yeah.
You left it right there.
Yeah, you left it open. Yeah, exactly. It's just law. Pookie's got a good point. Law is really just popular opinion based on morality, and it's like when you talk about the rules, the law of the land, the golden rule, laws of respect.
We still have that here?
Is it? I don't know. Do we? I thought. I'll be honest with you. I thought for the amount, every time I see Congress talks about civility and we have to have professionalism and we can't turn this into a circus. And the next thing you know, fucking, she's up on the stand and she's testifying. She's providing her, at the confirmation hearings. And the same idiots that were saying you have to have, professional. You can't make this into a circus. Are the ones that are making this into a circus. I'm just like, damn, dude.
Yeah, they were defending her, that her opinion was okay on her rulings, and now they're upset that this judge has made a ruling on the mask mandates. And
right. Who's the
exact
woman?
same people. So
who's a woman?
Which one do you want to complain about?
Right. Yeah. That. What's exactly that? What side? What side are you going to hit?
You can't pick and choose what you want to argue.
Right. Exactly.
But it's the same people is what's funny about it.
But they want to. They want to fight and make an argument about it. I didn't know that. I don't know. It's almost like I didn't know that life experience when it came to. Is she a woman of color though? No, she's already a judge though. The one that overturned the mask mandate. She is not a woman of color. I don't know. She might be Latina. I don't know. See, that's what we want to talk about. How is it when it comes to a certain situation? Latinos are generally pushed into a white category, but when it comes to a suit to where it's suiting somebody's agenda, all of a sudden we're considered BIPOCs or POCs or people of color, right? That's how it works.
But Does color really matter? It doesn't matter to me.
The
resume matters.
We're talking about agendas here, dude. We're talking about agendas. We're talking about individuals who want to use race when it comes for convenience, when it comes to fight an agenda or to provide an agenda. I just like the whole Latinx shit, the Latinx, you know, nunca con este pinche Latinx crap. Never. Anyone likes to talk about Latinx? What are you talking about? Where are you coming from? I know I piss off a lot of people when I say that. They're like, how could you say that? Latinx. I don't know anything about this Latinx shit. You're trying to pull some Latinx stuff on Latinos, you're going to get... And then it's kind of funny. It's why they're wondering... Why the Democrats are wondering, why are we not doing great with Latinos? The Latinos, they're Latinx. All I got to do is talk slow, right? Nikki Fried, who's running for Congress. I guess she's running for office in Florida. I think she was running against DeSantis. Just speak slow to them, right? All of a sudden,
I'd be insulted.
Yeah. Well, the thing is that if you saw some of the poll numbers on how all of a sudden, what are we going to do? We have to fight. Like literally, there's people out there that say we have to fight right-wing Latinos, and I'm thinking, huh? Is right-wing Latinos? What the hell? We're losing the Latino vote. You know, we need to sway Latinos. Or back in the day when they called us Latinx, right? They called them Latinx, Latinx. Latinx sounds like Latinx sounds like freaking a Kleenex made by fucking Taco Bell. You know what I'm saying? I was fucking Steve. Oh shit! Hey man, hey Holmes, you got some Latinx? I said. Oh, I know pues. Yeah, see here you go, man. You got some Latinx. My nose is running, Holmes. Shit. Dude, I love it. The Latinx, not Latinx. Oh, could you? It's like I almost want to have a Civil War rendition story. My dearest Jessica, the Latinx.
You know they're gonna make a beer now.
So if you say Latinx and it says Latinx, you say Latinx. Latinx sounds exactly that. Sounds like a drug.
Lax.
Are you feeling? Yeah, exactly. Are you feeling constipated? Are you feeling bloated? Or let's try this new Latinx. Latinx. Just add an X to everything and everything's right. And that's like Batman 1989 had a thing going. Smilex. Love those Latinx. Latinx. Oh man, it sounds like a shitty IPA. I don't know where this came from. Who made this Latinx shit? Was this made by Latinos that felt out of place, that decided to make their own stuff to feel in place with somebody? Or did the white liberal feel sorry for, I'm white knighting everybody? I think specific groups when it comes to black and Latinos, I think, and Asians pretty much have their own spokespeople for that. We don't need anybody else for our assistance. Some of us just want to work, just want to do our stuff. We don't get labels put on us. Latinx. Go to Mexico and say Latinx, Latinx, and see what happens.
Yeah, you won't be around long.
Right, exactly. Go to a Mexican food place and buenos dias, señor. ¿Qué quieres comer? Or something like that. And the next thing you know is like, don't call me señor, it's Latinx. Latinx.
That's when your tacos get jacked up.
Yeah, exactly. Plank. Latinx.
Great food in Mexico, though. Good food with good tacos.
Bailey. Oh, man. Latinx, it sounds like a noise made when I shoot the street signs with my BB gun as a kid. Exactly. Latinx. I got a story about BB guns. I'll tell you guys later. Latinx. 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 Oh, Lord. Lord.
Oh,
man. Hilarious. I get a lot of people just like knowing Why is he saying that? You can't be saying that. For those of you that don't know, I am Latino. So you guys know this before. Some of you new listeners that are freaking out. This guy says that we should have no white knights, but he's white knighting like crazy. Well, again, it's to the agenda. I know the Pew Research likes to clump and likes to pull everybody together in different skin colors and stuff like that when it's Latinos. So when it's a crime committed by a Latino, we're white. When it's something that we want to push to an agenda, Latinos are brown. So own your own narrative, right?
Political arena makes it that way.
Yeah. Grab a couple rotten grenades, exactly. Did you know grenades can be rotten? Ask me how I know. Tinks. Just like to say that.
It's just spam.
Thanks. Thanks. Or when you're trying to.
That's your new word for this week.
Tanks. Trying to hit. So is that what happens when you have a Spanish keyboard? Like when you have Windows and when you have Windows in Spanish and you make an error. You know how you hit error code? It goes dum like that or dum.
Right.
So if you have Windows in the U.S., does it go the tanks when you have an error?
That'll be the next update for Windows 10.
That's the liberal. That's the liberal freaking Spanish speaking mode on Microsoft on Windows 10. The error noises go the tanks, the tanks. You know what? Actually, I kind of like this. This is the Latino version of saying Matt Damon. You know how you the tanks. As a matter of fact, after the show, I'm going to populate that with a family. And this is what you need to say when you're like like an error. Duh. Instead of going duh, go the tanks. AQ audits, my man. We need to get you scheduled on the house. Exactly. Suck it into the neck. I'm taking rounds. A lot of people don't realize I did a Hispanic American Heritage Month thing, and I went up there and it was like, okay, we're gonna have somebody come up here and talk about blah 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 blah. And it was in Spanish, right? So I was like, gonna walk up there. The look on people's faces. Wait a minute, the tanks. I would have been thrown out of that. I would have had freaking avocados thrown at me. It's an inside joke with the avocados. That's why.
You don't waste a perfect good avocado.
Oh, yes, you do. You do actually.
No.
You could wait. Yes, you can. Yes, you use the M65 avocado freaking anti-personnel displacement device. Yeah.
If I wasted avocado, my wife would kill me.
Pookie, it sounds like the M1. Bang, 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 tinks. Latinx.
Oh, the tingers are going to call in now.
Bow, bow, Latinx. 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 Introducing this new toilet paper, Latinx, made by Kleenex. What are the salsas hot, Holmes? Here, use this Latinx. Use Latinx toilet paper. To soothe the culo. Only Latinos, you fucking hand grenades, avocados as grenades, you damn right. Gotta fight the power sometimes. Oh, you have to go back. No, AQI. We were just talking about the Latin X at the end of what liberals are calling Latinos, and they're wondering why they're losing their vote or they're losing the support to the president. Why presidential support amongst the Latinos aren't good? Well, it's because the entire Democratic agenda has been pushing Latinx. And so I was just making fun of the sound, trying to pronounce it in two different ways. Latinx, like toilet paper, like new Kleenex brand. La Kleenex, exactly, Billy. Or Latinx. Latinx. Latinx sound like you're... Hola, pues, tu pinche toto con tu pinche Latinx.
You know what the motor pool's going to talk about tomorrow.
Yeah, it's the motor pool. Hey, Holmes, did you hear WTF Nation Radio talking about Latinx? It is, man. It's unreal. AQI, these guys, by the way, that are in the chats and the YouTube, these are the guys that walk around to ensure that our law enforcement officials are above par when they do arrests or do pullovers and all that. So you might recognize some faces on there, and a great group of guys that go out and audit our law enforcement officials while they're doing, if they get pulled over or when they, it is Bustelo. It is Bustelo. I'm drinking Bustelo tonight. I alternate my coffee so that way I'm not too hyper, or over hyper. So that way I have a different cross. Stocky Milk coffee, of course. Wig Splitter is one of my faves. With, of course, the caramel blend. It's pretty good. But the tonight, esta noche estamos tomando Bustelo, Café Bustelo. I'm going to have some people call me up from Telemundo. Getting all pissed off. Exactly that, AQI. We're not anti-police. Or they're not anti-police. I say we as in, sorry. Well, we're the same way. We're not anti-police. We're just pro-accountability. We're just pro-accountability. That's it. It's law enforcement. We support the blue, but it's got to be just like, the supporting the troops. As long as everything's above par and they're following the standard, same thing.
Do your job and do it the right job. Doesn't matter what your job is. Do it the right way.
So the AQI audits go out and ensure that our Leos are just accountability. I mean, they've had some good videos on good posts as well. So AQI says, nah, bro, you're part of the we at AQI audits. Well, I appreciate it. I'm honored. Accountability, man, that's what it's all about. So sorry, I didn't mean to go on the Latinx. White people got Matt Damon. White people go, Matt Damon. Well, Latinos have Latinx. Latinx. Oh. It's funny though, man, because it's just, you're right. It's AQI is out of the point. It's a freaking, I don't get it. It's just like, what the hell? Why? What's the left's obsession with using Latinx for Latinos or Latinx? Latinx.
I guess they think they're going to get the votes.
Yeah, it didn't work. They're pissed off because what it is that, A, they don't speak Spanish very well, and they don't speak Spanish. And so when Telemundo and then Univision and all the other Spanish-speaking channels, Canal Plus and all those guys, and they're talking about what's going on in the community, and then they see somebody go, having an interview going Latinx or Latinx. And then I just imagine Spanish-speaking homes going, ¿Qué es ese pinche Latinx? ¿Qué es eso? ¿Qué es Latinx? ¿Qué está diciendo Latinx? Latinx? If my grandfather was still alive, he'd fucking go nuts.
I'm surprised your phone's not blowing up yet.
Yeah, I know. No, my family's supportive though. My family laughs because they say the same thing. I come from a Latino family, so it's real. I come from a blended mixed family, so it's like the blacks in my family, the Latinos in my family, the whites in my family, everybody involved. They laugh at this. It's like one thing, you can never have any family drama, but once you bring up Latinx, it unifies the family. It brings everybody together. You're just like, what the hell is up with Latino? I don't want to beat a dead horse. I don't want to beat a dead horse-inks or horse-x or add an X to everything, and all of a sudden, We
know the next family union is going to be talking about.
I know exactly. The next cookout is going to be like, did you talk about Latinx, and all that? The younger generations, they're like, they don't care. What's this Latinx stuff? So, anyways, they're losing the Latino vote. They're losing a lot because now they're saying that anything said in Spanish is against the Democratic Party or the Democratic agenda is called misinformation and right-wing propaganda. I never knew that right-wing propaganda will ever be spoken in Spanish, but I'm just saying, it's funny to see that on air. It's funny to see individuals freak out and go, there's right-wing Latinos. It's like, what? There's right-wing Latinx. So, anyway, God, I can't believe we're on this tangent for almost an hour. Dude, I'm sorry. I think it's hilarious. You're not going to win the vote with Latinx. How about that? When it was brought up several times to different politicians, they immediately try to sterilize their websites and media during election time due to the fact that they're afraid that they were going to lose the Hispanic vote, the Latino vote, and that's exactly what happened. So you reap what you sow with an X on it, with an X on the end of it. WTF Nation Radio X, WTF Moments X, Shipwreck X, Ice X.
Ice X. That sounds like X.
Sorry, I know. It was all Oscar's fault. The dude was talking about, what the hell, Latinx, what? Just bring it, hey, just nothing wrong with that. That's what we're all about. We have to have family and discussion and stuff like that. What about the old rule if you go to another country and you learn and speak their language? Like, what about it? If you go to Germany, you have to speak German. So what's wrong with it? But they're individuals that could speak multi languages and stuff like that. And that's another thing that's a misnomer. A lot of individuals think that Latinos don't want to speak English. Of course we fucking want to speak English. Nowhere said that where you have to do it. And they're trying.
As long as you put in the effort, try what you want to do, there's nothing wrong with that.
Pookie said that the next thing you'll see... I think you'll see is liberals chanting "Build the wall." Exactly, Pookie. Build the wall X. We have to stop these Latin text people from coming across the border. They're not going to vote for us.
X.
Vic said, you should Google German. It's not a hard language. What are you talking about? German's not a hard language. Not at all.
You speak German, don't you?
I do. I get around.
You've been around the block or two.
I mean, it's all right. I've been enough to carry a conversation and get my way around. I speak it okay, I guess. I don't know. It's been a while. Most of my German-speaking family members have passed anyway, so it's not like that would be any good. I have some cousins and distant cousins, but yeah. What are we gonna talk about? Oh yeah. Well, shit. We only got like 10 minutes. What's 10 minutes until the break? But I know if I go on the next tangent, we'll like go off over the break. So do you wanna just take a real quick break and then we'll just go ahead and we'll shoot the breeze about the next topic? Do you want to just do that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because the next topic is going to be Elon Musk and the president. We haven't dug on the president since D. Treasy, and so I think it's now time to begin the dig.
And gather around for story time.
Yeah, gather around for story time. Exactly.
Yeah, we go on break before we get started.
Yeah, we have to get started on that because I know we're already got like 2 hours worth of content just ready to discuss. We can't do it within 10 minutes before the break, so I'd like to go ahead and discuss it. I love it. I can't wait. So we'll be right back. Everyone, refill your glasses. Hit the head. Smoke them if you got them. And of course, expert action badge. So, Josiah, you in the chat? You said you got. Where are you going before? You're not going to hear. You said something about expert action badge going away. What are you doing? Last time you're going to hear it. What was that all about? I saw the message traffic earlier. Just want to make sure that I'm not. I don't want to. Expert action badge doesn't Sarge time anyways, but I gotta do another one anyway. So, but anyway, we'll be right back. Everyone, refill your glasses. Hit the head and see you in a second. Shouts.
WTF Nation Radio. WTF Nation Radio.
Take it from me, Ice. You can't just float around space not caring about stuff forever.
The voice of U.S. Army. WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
Shit in the bag, Pogue.
WTF Nation Radio. WTF Nation Radio.
Hi, Lieutenant. How are you doing? Aw, did you find your land nav point, Lieutenant? Good job, Lieutenant. You get a
Expert Action Badge.
Put on your uniform right?
Expert Action Badge.
Show up to work on time.
Expert Action Badge.
Qualify on your weapon.
Expert Action Badge. Badge of Action.
Find your guide on.
Expert Action Badge.
That's right. Just doing your noble warrior task and drills, you get a
Expert Action Badge.
Each item sold separately. Batteries not included. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. If conditions persist, contact a physician. Individual results may vary. Keep out of the reach of children. Avoid prolonged exposure to direct sunlight. Keep in a cool, dark place. And
please enjoy the show. Shots.
Shit in a bag, Pogue. Badge of Action. The voice of U.S. Army. WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio. Action Badge.
draw the line, 'cause it's so sad. Tell me where you lost your faith. Is it so bad? Couldn't see it in your face, and it's so sad. I'll wait until you come back down to me. I'll wait I'll wait until you come back. Come back down to me. I'll wait until you come down. Come back down to me. I'll wait until you come back. Come back down to me. I'll wait until you come down. Come back down. Hello, hello, you. Will you come back down to me? Hello, hello, you. Will you come back down? Hello, hello, you. Won't you come back down to me? Hello, hello, you.
I am here determined to stop this future atrocity.
This station is now the ultimate power in the universe. I suggest we use it.
The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
Everything stated on WTF Nation Radio is to be considered the opinion of the person that stated it, and not an official representation of WTF Nation Radio or U.S. Army WTF Moments.
Price does not include tax, title, or license. Some assembly required. Each item sold separately. Batteries not included. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. If conditions persist, contact a physician. Individual results may vary. Keep out of the reach of children. Avoid prolonged exposure to direct sunlight. Keep in a cool, dark place. And
Please enjoy the show. Shots.
Pretty good Monday. Pretty good Monday. Not bad. Most impressive. Most impressive. So, what were we talking about? Oh, yeah. I don't know which one I want to. I don't know which one I want to cover. You guys just tell me who you want. You want to cover? You want to cover the president? You want to cover the Elon Musk thing? Yeah, those are both good things to talk about. So, what do you think? What do you think we should go with?
Oh man, that's a good toss-up.
Yeah, it is. I was like, man, dude, it's like, can't beat that with a stick. Which one do you think we should shoot the breeze about? I think. Well, let's just do Elon, okay? Elon Musk. I got a man crush on him. What's up, Elon? Sup, Elon?
You should call him up.
We should call him up and say, hey, what's up, dude? What's going on? So, you guys don't know about him trying to. Well, first off, he bought a considerable stake in Twitter, and. The president first is a warm-up. Well, you should have answered the comments there, Bryco. And then after what? He bought like almost a 10% stake into Twitter. He then decided to make an offer to buy Twitter. All hail Lord Elon, exactly. Now, of course, the board of directors of Twitter have launched what they call a poison pill thingy, poison pill tactic, to prevent him from buying it. What's up with that, dude? Why's got it? What's up with that?
You know, they offered him a seat.
Yeah, well,
so he couldn't buy no more.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They offered him a seat to do it, so he can't buy no more. But
he didn't fall for it.
I think it's a complete. How do I say that? A giant red flag. Completely telling how Twitter is now who's not acting in the interest of the shareholders, but in the interest of whatever freaking agenda you want to talk about. So this was as of a couple days ago, is that Twitter passes a poison pill to prevent Elon Musk. Everyone says like he's right-wing and stuff like that. Even I don't see how anybody who built a freaking electric car company is right-wing, but that's another thing. From doing a hostile takeover is what everyone's freaking out about.
Well, if he was doing that, I think he'd be planning to do it with other individuals,
right,
to make it work.
Right. Well, I mean, I think what it is that everyone now before who was canceled or banned from Twitter, the ones that were banned from Twitter were saying, "Hey, this is bullshit, free speech, yada yada," and opponents were like, "Shut up, this is not free speech. A private company can do whatever he wants." Blah blah blah. Right? When they were talking, when Jack Dorsey was in charge of Twitter. And then now, okay, fine. He wants to buy it, and the next thing you know, people are freaking out saying that it's going to cancel free speech. He's like, wait a minute, what are you talking about? Everyone's afraid that Lord Elon is going to bring back D. Treasy. I'll throw some memes up there while we're talking. Everyone's freaking out. They think that he's going to bring back Donald Trump, former President Donald Trump, which is probably going to get banned us from Twitter just for saying the name Trump, because they always put a hashtag like Tango Foxtrot Golf to stand for hashtag the former guy. That's what they say. It's what the tweeps say on Twitter.
The big guy.
The big guy. It's huge wrong. So everyone is freaking out that Elon Musk is going to destroy free speech. And I'm thinking, if you go, I thought a private company was a private company was not under free speech, right? I thought it was governments are the ones that smash free speech. People are getting
do what they want.
Right, I'm about to say, man, people got pissed off so much that they're freaking the fuck out, man. They are like literally freaking out.
People freak out over anything these days.
Honestly, I think it's good. I think Elon should take it. As a matter of fact, I think Elon should buy Twitter, CNN, Fox. He should just start buying all these companies. As a matter of fact, if for the people on MSNBC or CNBC and all those guys on those news channels, every sponsor that is on their news channel, freaking Elon should buy them. Ford? I'll buy that too. You just start buying companies of just to troll them. Like this is like Power Troll 1000. This is the most epic of epic.
It's actually smart for him to take Twitter than building a new platform. Everyone's saying he shouldn't leave Twitter alone and build his own platform because he can. But it's just better to take one that's already there.
There are individuals that are actually seeking therapy because of this right here. Twitter personnel have been given a day off once it was announced. Look, if you think that meme was funny, look at this one.
Really? They got a day off?
Yeah, dude. Come on, man. That's the way Twitter operates, right? Work-life balance until but it's only performative. I would say the majority of individuals that like to post stuff on Twitter don't actually do the stuff that they say that they do. That makes sense.
Keyboard warriors.
Yeah. Unless they got like some, something verified or something like that. Speaking, it's mostly the verified individuals that are talking about. The ones with the blue checks, is like they like to say. He should bring back MySpace. Why?
I'll get on it in a heartbeat.
Did you get back at MySpace?
Oh, yeah.
Man, MySpace, that's a name that I've not heard in a long time. Yeah. So now the game is afoot to prevent Elon from taking over Twitter. Everyone's now talking about let's find out what's wrong, as anybody had expected. Everyone's going to, of course, immediately once you try to do something like that, individuals try to chase you down, try to taint his image or his business practices. Everyone's talking about this stuff that's like, freaking out. Now, all of a sudden, there's charges and disclosures that are coming up. Do you ever notice that anytime somebody posts something in the media about an email or a charge thing or something like that, it never really happens?
It never does.
I've yet to see, with the exception of the January 6th Commission, those are the only people that I've ever seen get posted on there, and then they get asked to testify. But every time you hear something about Trump, every time you hear something about Biden, every time you hear something about Clinton, Hillary, that's right, Ass, leave me out of this. I didn't do anything. You notice that there's everyone likes to shit talk a lot of game when it comes to who's posting what or who's going to get arraigned or who's going to get this, but you never see anything like happen. Like I don't know, maybe I don't pay attention to the news enough or something.
Yeah, right.
Well, right. I mean, we're like usually you and I, in fact, are usually the ones that are going back and forth with memes, anyways, talking about it. But yeah, it's kind of funny. You hardly ever see some shit like that. You ever see anybody who gets busted, or there's a 80-page criminal indictment on somebody, and then the next thing you know, you don't hear about it anymore? Now, I'm not the one to be wearing tinfoil hats here or something like that, but isn't that kind of odd? You hardly see something like that.
Especially when it deals with big names. Did you hear what Elon said though about the board and salaries?
Yeah, dude. Go ahead. I heard what he said, but go ahead. You could talk about it.
Zero.
Yeah. Elon says he'll take no. Elon said he won't take a salary. Even I think about this, the previous owner of Twitter, Jack Dorsey, who is also a shareholder of Twitter, said that the board quote, consistently has been the dysfunction of the company. Unquote. So quote the Dorsey.
He's higher than a cat.
Right. So are we now? So the guy who owns Twitter, who was banning everybody, who was banning President Trump, banning individuals for saying something to somebody, and then they get reported, and feelings get hurt. And Twitter can't be used as something like this, but then only other individuals that it affects. Twitter can only cause indictments when it comes to somebody of another party that's talking about another party.
Are they going to ban Elon from Twitter now?
Dude, he owns, like I said, what are they going to do? Kick him, make him? If anything else, I'd be like, I would buy. Think about it. Imagine if I was Elon, I'd just show up and say, "Hey, all you shareholders that currently hold a share in Twitter, with the exception of the guys like some prince in Saudi Arabia is all pissed off and butthurt about it, and he's opposing Twitter's takeover by Elon." If I was Elon, it's like, all right, every shareholder, if you want to know, hit me up on my DMs and I'll buy your stock for 10 over for what you know what I mean. He just buys them all.
Yeah.
They just start buying here. I'd be like an Elon troll burner account and start buying all these shares. All right, cool. You want me to take it? Then yeah, exactly. Yeah, Elon Tusk. That's my name. I'm Elon Tusk. Who's this Elon Tusk? Elon Tusk? Who the hell is that? Is that a burner account? Who's this Elon Tusk guy buying? And Elon would be like, oh, that's just, and that's his burner brokerage account that he's buying everybody out. This is the kind of chaos that I love to see. This is awesome. And everyone who's been set in their ways and write 15-paragraph Twitter threads on how much somebody is fucked up about something. And here comes Elon with a check. Oh, okay, I'll just buy this. I'm just gonna buy you. How about that? What you gonna do now?
He has the money to do it.
Right.
Why stop at Twitter? Why not go after Facebook next? Can you see him doing that?
I would say Facebook right now is so. I mean, who knows? Maybe him and Zuck. Yeah. Maybe him and Zuck are getting together and having these back closed door meetings. This is purely speculation, of course. I don't want to get banned from Twitter.
Oh, that's real tinfoil right there.
I don't want to get banned from Twitter and banned from Facebook by saying that Elon, if I was Elon, and of course this is purely hypothetical, wearing my tinfoil hat, that if I was Elon, I'd be talking to Zuck and talking about, hey, look, man, let's you know what I'm saying? But I don't know the ins and outs of what they do of those companies, so I'm just. Of course.
Hey, let's work together.
Let's work together or something like that. I'm just shitposting. Yeah. I'm just shitposting like whatever. And that's some little freaking grad student who has no life at all, who's never experienced life to begin with, all of a sudden wants to talk about big business practices from the guy that helped create PayPal. Right, dude. So glad you graduated from Columbia University to shitpost on Elon Musk when he's got probably a lot more money than you to even think about. He could probably buy Columbia University. As a matter of fact, if I was Elon, I'd be buying those liberal fucking universities. I'd be like, oh, I'm sorry. Where'd you go to school at? Black. Blah, 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 blah. Latinx. There
goes that school.
There goes that school. I'm buying your school if I was Elon. If I was Elon for it. People always like to ask the questions, don't you have lottery fantasies when you play the lottery? When it's like $500 million? You have lotto fantasies, right? Man, I'm going to win this, and when I do win that, I'm going to go tell my boss they can eat a dick, and then I'm going to, snort a pound of blow, and then I'm going to go down to Cancun, and and they all has like lotto fantasy, right? If I was Elon for a day, I would be buying the schools of everybody who, and don't realize to talk shit about Elon. Don't fuck with somebody who has his personality. Winning will probably
his bankroll
and his bankroll. Yeah, winning will be more disruptive to everybody else because he'll just like, why did you buy this? And then all of a sudden you just decided to close it down for spite. He's interacted with the community on Twitter about it, and it's pissing everybody.
Hide it.
He doesn't hide it. It's pissing everybody off.
Imagine if he ran for president.
I don't know about him running for president though. I would kind of want him to run because the president. I'll be honest with you right now. You could just see it. You could just see it right now with this president. Holds no power.
Oh yeah.
Holds no power. I'm not trying to jump on this freaking QAnon deep state bullshit, but you can definitely see right now in this administration who's not running the country. How about that?
Definitely. I have to agree with you on that one.
Everyone gets to ask about, the GOP, the GOP, the GOP, the GOP, the GOP. Stop fucking deflecting and check this guy out who doesn't look like he should be even, freaking governing. Case in point.
Why don't they just finish the impeachment process they already started?
What?
Yeah, you didn't know that?
What's their hold up?
Oh, yeah.
Whoa, hey, there's an impeachment going on? Whoa, stop. This is where you get this from? Is this verified?
Yeah, you can go look at it in the House website, government website. That it's been introduced to impeach him. But it's been sitting there for over a year. But it's there. I can pull it up right now and show you.
No, I'm just
It's sitting there. Hasn't gone nowhere. Just sitting there, collecting dust.
Who are the authors of these bills to introduce articles of impeachment on this president? He doesn't have to get impeached. He's not going to get elected again, dude. Just by watching what's happening. This could be funny as shit.
Yeah,
you're right, Pip. You're right, Pip. Individuals in the business industry, businessmen and women. Have more leverage in this country than politicians. Kind of getting tired of the fucking uniparty thing that's happening right now between both parties. They're almost starting to sound the same. They're almost starting to sound like they're the same fucking party. One concedes to the other on some things, and the next thing you know, you have this bill with some riders on it.
Like a story play.
Yeah, dude. It's like, wait a minute. I thought you guys were like supposed to be opposing each other. I mean, I get bipartisanship on certain things, but why all of a sudden it seems like you guys are voting whatever. And then you have other individuals within the party of senior ranking members of the party, on both the Democratic and the GOP, that originally 5-6 years ago were shit posting and talking about how they weren't going to do something, and now they're doing something now. Exactly that, AQI. Exactly that. That's because they are the same. That's why I keep saying uniparty. People don't like saying when I say uniparty because then it sounds like I don't trust both.
A unibrow?
Yeah. I don't trust the government. I don't trust the government right now. I'm looking at what's happening, and look, I'm talking about the government itself and its operating apparatuses. You see how they're operating right now when it comes to the VA. You see when it comes to the Fed. You see when it comes to the IRS. You see how it comes to individuals being specifically targeted for one thing, but the others are getting scot-free. Exactly that, Joshua. It's Kabuki Theater. Kabuki X.
Starting to sound like
I'm starting to sound like Pookie. No way, dude. I just think it's unfortunate. I think it's sad, dude.
Iris is his thing. Gotta leave that one alone.
Yeah, that's Pookie's. I'll let that's his
specialty right there.
That's a specialty. I'll say that right now. Says Pookie's obviously on Friday Night Freedom with cause, but I would like to say taxation is theft. Yeah, exactly that. I don't even want to talk about the VA. So a lot of it is a lot of these business individuals that are involved in our media too. one media likes to shit on another piece of media, and the next you know, they're going back and forth about how one story is covered more than the other. But then all of a sudden now they're like ramping up the rhetoric that one party is more traitorous to the other party and to the other country. It's like, bro.
That's nothing but a game for them.
Bro, yeah, dude. You can't
They're
tell.
proud to call each other and go, "Hey, this is what we're gonna do this week."
They probably, yeah. Well, they're all. Most of them are mostly either lawyers or bro-vets. Most of them are the ones that ran on the ticket of being a veteran or something like that. As a veteran, I feel that as a veteran, I'll be honest with you, as a veteran ourselves, as myself, I guess you'd say, I wouldn't know how to fucking fix something like that. I just tell you what the issues is when I go to make an appointment. What's the issue? Oh, sometimes when I make an appointment, this and this happens. Can you please assist me? Well, yeah, okay. There you go. And that's it. Wow, people are just throwing names in there already. Dan Crenshaw. Wow, that was a shot out of the blue. Man, everyone's like throwing comments in there now, throwing names. Dan Crenshaw. Man.
You're gonna get people heart attacks talking about the VA.
Oh, I know, man. Well, I'm gonna get people heart attacks talking about the. Hey, I'm sorry. I thought you were. Wait a minute. I didn't know. Why are you talking about these guys? What do you? Why are you talking bad about these guys? These guys but they're veterans. I've been not beating up on veterans, dude, because veterans get beat up pretty much by everybody nowadays. All those individuals that said that they support the troops are the same ones that are shit posting against veterans saying, well, you guys lost the war. That pisses me off too. But my point being was Elon taking this and then this poison pill tactic, which is basically preventing a hostile takeover. That's what they're saying, that the board is doing this on behalf of the shareholders. So that's what they're doing, is they're protecting itself. They're saying it protecting itself from a $43 billion buyout. I wonder if having all this affects the stocks of Twitter.
Oh, easy. He can dump his stock and tank Twitter.
I think he wants it, dude. I'm telling you, his personality is not going to let it go. He's going to be like a pit bull on this. I think that the more exactly, Heath. As a veteran in a dumpster fire myself, some people say they're a hot mess. Yeah, dumpster fire, depending on the complexity of my life situation. He's like a pit bull, dude. The more you troll him, the more he gets trolled, the more he's going to be persistent in this.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to be like Jesse Ventura said on Predator. He's going to be more dug in than an Alabama tick. Sons of bitches. It's going to be hilarious.
Watch him sell his stuff, tank it, and then everyone's selling their stuff off, come around and buy it.
But there's academics that are saying this is like economic suicide. Don't do this shit. Don't even try to do this poison. Don't even try to do this poison pill stuff, because all it's going to do is backfire on you as the person that's trying to do it.
Oh yeah, with much weight he has.
Yeah. He's a Gary.
They're going to get the short end of the stick quick.
Yeah, exactly that. He's going to replace. A good point. Yeah, Gary and Oscar. The more they attack him, the more he'll want it, and also he's going to replace Twitter employees with Tesla bots. That's going to be crazy, right? Could you imagine?
And then use all the buildings for homeless.
Yeah, he wants to use their headquarters. He tweeted out that the Twitter HQ should be a homeless shelter since nobody uses the building anyways.
Good idea. Why let the building go to waste?
Yep. Everyone's like, well, why didn't Jack Dorsey do any of this stuff? Why didn't he say, well, Jack Dorsey's still on the board until I think the end of the month or something like that, and then he was the one that still voted. So, yeah, Jack Dorsey would have the appearance of saying it's a bad idea to do the poison pill, but he's the one that voted for it. So Elon did retort and said right back, hey, my board salary will be $0 if my bid succeeds. So that's $3 million saved, $3 million saved right there. That's what he said. Bro, that sounds like somebody else who didn't take a salary when they were when they were elected office, right? Didn't D. Tracy do that? Did he take like one? Didn't he take a? Did he not take a salary?
Well, he did, but he didn't. He gave the money away. But yeah, he didn't.
He didn't take a salary, right? Yeah. Isn't that what Elon's doing? Elon's doing the same thing. He's not going to take a salary.
No. That's why he pays no taxes.
That's why he pays no taxes. Could you imagine? I like how everyone is saying what Elon should do with his money. You know, there's a lot of things that people work hard for, and you shouldn't take it away. And what do you use it? I mean, what do you say? What people are saying they're paying you got to pay your fair share.
Oh, he pays his fair share with employee tax, import and export tax. I mean, he's paying more taxes than you can even imagine.
Do you honestly think, though, when you think about what he's done to contribute to the country a little bit more than the same individuals who are shitposting saying that he needs to get taxed more? I'll be honest, dude. Imagine you work hard to create something and you built it. You and specific people that you have in your circle. Could be a wife, could be a girlfriend, could be a husband, could be a boyfriend, could be family, could be brothers and sisters, could be parents. And you work like a farm or a ranch, and then you decide to make a product out of some things, and you build it and build it and build it. Meanwhile, there's people that are looking at you, hating on you, going, I want that. I don't like him. I don't like that he's got even though he's reinvented space flight. Even though he's reinventing the electronic vehicle technology, even though he's trying to assist veterans with and try to develop biomedical stuff with Neuralink, even though he's trying to establish innovation with the Space Force and the Air Force, and everyone's like saying no. Good job, good point, Pookie. Exactly. It's funny how on certain platforms, certain billionaires are mentioned, are never mentioned, but when it comes to Elon, exactly that. Immediately. Hey, how about members of Congress? How is it that you start off with a job that only pays what, a couple $100,000 a year or some shit like that? And the next thing you know, their net worth after 5 decades in office.
Shit, 2 years in office.
Yeah, or 2 years, over $200 million. I'm like, God damn, dude.
But a lot of stuff Elon has done, though, with his companies have pushed, like, NASA to come up with better spacesuits and stuff like that. So it's
right. And actually,
it's actually been productive in other means.
I would say right now, without SpaceX, NASA would be dead right now. Without SpaceX, we would be humping the leg of Ivan to get us into a space station on a Soyuz rocket. That, you know, the same Ivan that's invaded Ukraine. We would be basically kissing the Russians' ass when it comes to our space program. And I'll tell you what, if you're gonna spite somebody and try to hurt a businessman because you don't fucking like him when he's trying to remove that dependency on a foreign power to get us into space. If he hadn't had SpaceX, I will just say it right now, NASA would probably be dead.
You wouldn't have Space Force either.
You would. Well, I mean, you would have Space Force, but it'd be on Netflix. But I'm saying though, dude, Did
you see the new season?
Yeah, dude, it's hilarious. I'm sorry, I like the dog. I like John Malkovich's character. That he is. I'm a John Malkovich fan, so. Well, you got Bernie, 3 houses, saying eat the rich, and Elon's living in a flat. I think Elon's living more common than some of our politicians who push the agenda of some sort of you need to pay more in taxes.
Oh, when Elon goes out in public, he's just like a normal citizen,
dude.
Joe Blow. Yeah,
like
he might have security guards with him to keep off a personal bubble so they don't harass him and his children, but he's just doing everyday things like you and me.
Right. So I'm sorry. I don't buy into the just take down somebody because they created something that's incredible. It just goes to show that the government is trying to overreach their power when it comes to a private citizen creating something that's like literally freaking I don't know, that's beneficial.
And didn't he give some input into AI research too?
Correct. He did. Here's my thing though, dude. Maybe if you get off his ass about some things, and instead of screaming at him, focus what your problem is. Focus on the problem that you have. Present it to Elon, and I bet you he'll come up with a solution to assist you to combat the homeless, an issue to combat. I'll be honest with you. After taking over Twitter again, if I was Elon for a day, I would petition every single congressperson to post, "Hey, why aren't you legalizing marijuana? Why aren't you legalizing weed for medicinal purposes or for treatment for post-traumatic stress? Why aren't you, instead of worrying about clearing everybody out of the housing market, why don't you, I would be injecting myself so much. I'd be like shit posting on the government. They're trying to say that it's because of Putin that we had fucking inflation. No.
It started before that.
Way before that, dude. I mean, come on. I said that before. I'll admit it. I always give a newly elected president a chance, first 13, 14 months to see how they do, and see how things go and stuff like that. And see how they work out. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, each president that I have been that I have voted for, or each president that I have paid attention to, I guess, and since Ross Perot, I guess you say, if I want to age myself, individuals who've run for office. Kind of like see how they operated the country or whatever. Just a comfort level for me and how I feel. I mean, I don't know. There's some interests with other people and how they think that the president should be focusing on this or whatever. I have different views on that. So that's like another hour and a half of discussion. But during the global war of terror, when it was how you guys remember me? We're going to defeat the terrorists.
Mass destruction.
We're going to use weapons of mass destruction. They're everywhere. We're going to defeat.
They're in that sand dune over there.
We're going to defeat the terrorists, and the terrorists are going to realize what it's like to be brought to justice. Every president like that, you just kind of like pay attention to shit. It gets kind of fucking old when you get told that you're being told to corner for almost 15 years. We do include there are some things that were good about W. There were some good things that were good about Obama. There were some good things that are good about D. Treasy. I can't place a finger on any of this shit, dude, with this one. I can't. I'm serious. I can't. If you don't vote for me, then you ain't black? Dude, that'd be holy shit.
I still can't believe he said that.
Yeah. Everyone talks
if there
about
wasn't video on that, I would tell everyone.
Well, it's just like what freaking Trump goes, I support my Latino friends or whatever. Look, here's my taco bowl. I have the best taco bowls. I mean, come on, dude, really? What kind of shit post is that? I mean, fuck. I'm not saying that D. Treasy wasn't immune to that stuff. He would say things that people would just like to take out of context, anyways, just because they hated Trump. Just because they hated Trump so much. Anything that you would have done during Trump time, even in the military world, and you said it, people would say like, "Oh, I get a pass." Now somebody says something about this administration, and now they're traitors. Now they're seditionists. You don't even have it. You know what? You would not have had even voted for Trump. You could have been a liberal Democrat that said, "Damn, dude, this president sucks. You're a traitor." Yeah, but I voted for him. Yeah, you're still a traitor. Dude, shut up. I'm telling you right now, he's not doing good as a president. Sedition.
Well, it's not even just him. I know someone said something in a federal building by joking around about Obama, and Secret Service showed up and told him, sorry, but come over here. And he was gone for a couple of days.
That's what I'm saying. It's like a lot of it's speech. Now to the point where everyone's gotten so hypersensitive that the definition of what free speech and hate speech and seditious speech or whatever, people like to throw that all together as one and say, no, it's separate from free speech. I want free speech so that way I can identify who the assholes are. You know what I mean? I want to know. I don't want closeted bigots in one corner, not being told. I want to see them, rise to the top of the noise with their shit posting and say, okay, that's the person that I don't need to associate with. That's kind of cool. I kind of like that. But then all of a sudden you post so you just immediately, and that's another thing too. What is the definition of any of the speech that individuals don't like, which is why people laugh at Twitter. People go to Twitter with feelings and have issues with feelings about what other feelings people have, and the next thing you know, that person with feelings and a little bit of notoriety and followership complains to Twitter, and Twitter will ban somebody for hurting somebody's feelings. Just like with DeTreezy when Trump was fucking like shit posting. I'll be honest with you. I like government shakeups like that. That's pretty fucking hilarious. To see. I mean, think about it. I wonder how many presidents without the mic probably said, "I'm going to bomb the shit out of them."
Oh, you know.
Yeah, you know they fucking. I'm going to nuke. And think about it. After 9/11, you think George W. was freaking quiet behind the scenes? You think W would have been like, I guess we better make sure that we use the proper intelligence to. No, he was probably behind closed doors going, I want to fucking kill them all. Smoke them out. Them bastards need to go. Whatever. DeTreezy says something, and in 4 years, he ended up being the dude that like uncovered a bunch of stuff that I was just like hilarious. If anything else, whether he was a bad president or not in anybody's eyes, he did uncover a lot of the fucking bullshit cringe that our politicians like to run back and forth behind and highlight of them. Nowadays, individuals that have talked shit about him are now running for office that are now seeking for his endorsement, which blows me the fucking way. Looking at you, JD Vance. That guy had a commercial that in the beginning talking about border security. You know the first thing he said? Do you hate Mexicans? Do you hate Mexicans? That's what he said. Do you hate Mexicans? Do you like a secure border? Dude, stop. It's not just Mexicans coming across the border. Do you hate Mexicans? It's like, do you like tacos? Do you like do you like Latinx? Dude, man.
Taco Tinks.
Yeah. Takinks. See, you're trying to put I'm trying to put like Taco X. I'm serious, dude. It's not. There's
a lot that comes over that border.
Exactly that. You have Ukrainians showing up south of the border. Ukrainians showing up on their border. Speaking of Ukraine, man, we'll do a Ukraine roll up after we do this next story about what happened during. What were you talking about? Invisible friends. Well, matter of fact, let me just show you what I mean by invisible friends, since we need to move on. So right now,
invisible friend.
I have invisible friends. So I'll let me cue up the video right here, and I'm pulling off Leo Terrell's Twitter feed, and if you look, I want you guys to look at what happened during a speaking event in which the president spoke, and it's like the most memeable fucking whatever. I want you guys to look at this video and tell me what you think. So president's talking. Yada yada. I guess I could play the sound of what he's saying, right? There you go, right there. Yep. Oh, well, where am I going? Shit, I don't need to go. Fucking jar my memory. Oh, hey, how you doing? Hey. Here's what he said. So as a matter of fact, I'll just go back to the video. He finished.
God bless you all.
Dude.
America. God bless you all.
So there was a newspaper article written by, I think, the San Francisco Chronicle, talking about how Dianne Feinstein was too old or not has cognitive issues, cognitive decline, and she needs to step down because she's in her 80s and shit. I noticed when Bruce Willis, the topic of Bruce Willis having his cognitive issues with what he has, it was brought up a lot, And then all of a sudden it got silenced. It got pretty freaking quiet. And then Dianne Feinstein's story, she's a senator from California, I think. Yeah, she's from California. Member of Congress from California. Same thing. It's okay to shit talk everybody else, but when it comes to POTUS, when it comes to the president, this is okay?
No.
I'm telling you, dude. Term limits, age limits for everybody. Everybody's real quick just because they're on a specific side. Y'all didn't have to make him the president. Dude's like a invisible knife handing everybody exactly. Exactly, Gary. You give a knife hand. Yeah, what's going on here? What am I doing? Probably gonna get zucked, banned from Twitter for posting this shit because the fact checkers are coming out in force saying there's nothing wrong. Video's enough. Would you guys like to see the Easter celebration? The egg roll?
That happened after the invisible friend.
That happened after the visible friend. As a matter of fact, let me Google this stuff right here. Easter bunny. All you gotta do is Easter bunny. There we go. Type it up. Oh, Easter burner. Oops.
Well, didn't he read a book first before the Easter bunny thing? Or was that after this?
I don't know. Hang on. Let's see. So here's ABC News. I don't want to talk that. I can't hold sound here because that way. So the Easter bunny was here talking about reporters, right? And then here's the Easter bunny right here interrupted the president while he was shaking hands. Hey, you need to fucking go over here. Come on, let's go. You need to go. And directed him. This is at the Easter egg roll at the White House. Oh, stop. I've shit posted on Donald Trump too. So he's about ready to talk about Afghanistan and Pakistan, and the next thing you know, that I'm gonna tell you what, that the Easter Bunny's got some freaking either the Easter Bunny's got some big balls or has got some pretty good credentials there in the White House to be able to just grab the president like that, and then move him about. I think
that was public affairs in that costume.
Oh, it was probably an 8 or something like that. Who was in the bunny suit?
We'll never know.
We'll never know. But I'm gonna get a bunch of shit for talking about it because this is the elephant in the room. But this is the bunny. This is the Easter rabbit in the room. Easter Rabbit X. Dude, come on. If you're gonna shit post and say that members of Congress should have an age limit and a term limit because of cognitive issues at the older ages, I'm gonna tell you what. I said this before. If I'm shaking hands with imaginary friends, either A, see if I'm high or something like that, or B, that's it. I'm gonna hang it up, retire, go live life on the ranch.
You did that in the military. You're drug tested, and
right.
You're sent to mental health.
You'll be yeah. As a matter of fact, you'll probably be told that you needed to get breathalyzed. You need to get breathalyzed due to the fact that you're showing signs of whatever. So it's cool to talk about this long thread and articles about Dianne Feinstein. It's great to talk about cognitive issues with Bruce Willis and how years of all this other stuff. But when there's the elephant in the room, this is, I don't think he's even seen Ukraine. He's not even been in Ukraine yet. Every other foreign leader in NATO has been to Ukraine. Well, not every, but
a majority of them.
The significant, the ones that, like Great Britain and I think France too. But there's been some NATO leadership that's gone over there. So people would ask me, yeah, exactly. Are you drunk? What the hell are you doing? Shaking hands in the air or something like that. What's wrong with you? So everyone's gonna. So the shaking hands incident and the Easter Bunny incident. But hey, it's Putin's fault, right?
Never happened.
It never happened, as if you could remember. Oscar saying is Kamala should go. I think she went to Poland or something like that. I think she's in the Middle East. And that's the thing too. That's another thing as well. With D. Treasy pulling some shit, he would pull some shit, and you knew that he was pulling some shit. You would be like, oh, he's in Israel saying some shit, or he's in NATO saying some shit. At least, I'll mind you now, some of the stuff that he might have shit posted about or might have talked about might have drawn some news, But at least you know he was doing something. At least you know you saw something. I'm not getting, like I said, I'm not getting I'm a Latino that's not confident with this administration. How about that? Maybe I should do my podcast in Spanish and only broadcast to Latino. Ooh, could you imagine?
Oh,
do you imagine WTF Nation Radio in Spanish, only to some Spanish-speaking outlets? Man. Yeah, you ain't lying, right? D. Treasy went into North Korea. Everyone thought that we were going to go to war with North Korea. D. Treasy just walks over there and skips on over the thing, all awkward and shit, with the North Korean president.
I bet Secret Service was having a hell day with that one.
Oh my God, I know. Being careful that he was like being observed and stuff like that. Exactly that, Oscar. Latino veterans and shit, dude. Because I guarantee it, if you ask Latino veterans how they feel about this administration, and along with other Latinos, that they're not happy with this administration. So, there you go. Trump would just pop in a random spot. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. No, you're right. Anyone was like, oh, well, you did go to Afghanistan. Goddamn, dude. Shut the fuck up. Fuck. He should have went to Afghanistan. And do what? Motherfuckers didn't want to win the war anyways over there. Not like, our military, but the government.
Yep.
One of the things that I laugh about is when individuals go and try to make a comparison of the two leadership styles.
There's a lot of different leadership styles, but this one needs to be checked into seriously.
Right. Right, exactly. Now, en español, for her pleasure. Exactly. And now say it. Ándale pues. Siempre contestan en español. People are like, what? What the hell? What the hell just happened? Yeah, exactly that, Pooks. What's the take? What about it? It's getting kind of old. Nothing to really see, I guess you would say, on this fucking drama about why he's not fucking, comparing, like still right now to this day, fucking he's still getting vilified, and he's not the president anymore. And everyone's freaking out about him running for office again. I kind of think you should worry about this administration right now before you worry about the guy that was elected out of office. Take your fucking personal opinion aside about that and see, whatever. So now for our Ukraine update. Ukraine update. Every time I'm on air and I discuss about Ukraine, I go at least 6 hours back of news posted from the Kyiv Independent, which is a media outlet out of Ukraine. I go about 6 hours back. Yeah, so pretty much the I guess you would say it's like the down and dirty, almost real time. Tweets and comments and posts from different articles talking about Ukraine. So everyone heard about the Moskva, right? The flagship of the Black Sea is now currently at the bottom, invading that. I saw a Duffel blog post invading the bottom of the Black Sea. So now there's it's obviously a joke. It sank. Russian landing ship commander was also killed. Alexander Shivra, Russia's third-rank captain and commander of the Russian large landing ship Caesar Kunikov, was killed in battle by Ukrainian forces, citing Russian-controlled media. Although the circumstances of Shivra's death are unknown, earlier on March 24th, Ukraine's general staff reported that Caesar Kunikov was damaged by a Ukrainian attack near the port city of Berdyansk. So currently, right now, the general staff is reporting the beginning of Russia's offensive in the east. Russian forces have stepped up the offensive and assault operations in several locations and directions in the east of Ukraine. Russia continues to form additional military units in occupied Crimea and bordering Rostov Oblast. Belarusian senior... Go ahead. What's that?
Oh, nothing. I was just listening in.
Oh. A Belarusian senior official threatens Poland, Lithuania, and Latvia in response to their military power increase. And Belarus's Security Council Secretary Alexander Volfovich said that the countries will suffer destruction, death, and explosions, unquote, if they attack Belarus. I don't know, man. Kind of seeing the way Ivan's been fighting. I mean, like, and bring it. That Russia's been like, dude, we've been like, not we, I'm saying we, but Ukraine. Ukraine's been fucking them up. Breaking news currently right now as of 5 hours ago. The Battle of Donbass has started. President Zelensky, the president of Ukraine, said that Russia has concentrated a significant part of its forces for the offensive in eastern Ukraine. No matter how many soldiers are drawn there, we will defend ourselves, we will fight, and will not give up anything Ukrainian, unquote. Russia's unlikely to replenish missile arsenal amid sanctions. Zelensky said that as a result of Western sanctions, it will be extremely difficult for Russia to replenish its defense arsenal, including missiles, artillery, aircraft, helicopters, and cruisers. Again, their asses spanked. Azov commander urges world leaders to begin a range evacuation corridor for civilians hiding in Azovstal plant in Mariupol. According to Denis Propenko, hundreds of people, including women and children and families of the Mariupol defenders, are sheltering in the plant's basement. As of 4 hours, and Reuters, citing Reuters, U.S. to train Ukrainian soldiers on how to use howitzers and radar. We're going to create a bunch of red legs. That's what I'm talking about. Citing senior U.S. official, Reuters reported that U.S. military experts will train Ukrainians on using weapons from the recent batch of assistance it had provided to Kyiv. Man, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
But we weren't going to interfere.
We were kind of been there like for a long time. That's what people don't understand. It's like everyone acts like this is new shit. We've had people deployed there, supporting exercises, training their forces up, providing special operations back and forth, training events. That's not, everyone acts like this is, oh, we haven't done enough. Well, we've been doing a lot. 269 people killed by Russian military in Irpin. A deputy head of National Police's investigation department said that they had discovered 7 places of execution in Irpin, in the city northwest of Kyiv, that endured heavy fighting and Russian occupation. The Pentagon has stated that Russia has added 11 battalion tactical groups in Ukraine, which I don't know, 11 battalion tactical groups. Being like company teams or something like that. I don't know. Probably like battalion-sized task force or something like that. I don't know what those mean in Ivan makeup. It's been a while since I've studied Russian tactics. In a statement on today, a senior defense official confirmed that there are now 76 Russian battalion tactical groups in the Donbass region and the southwest and southeast Ukraine, up from 65 last week. Besides, there have been 22 groups of Ukraine, north of Ukraine, that are likely being resupplied and refitted, the official said. And that was as of an hour ago. So, Oscar has a question. Does this invasion make Russia look less frightening, or is Russia holding back from their full force because it would make them look worse publicly? I'm kind of split on the middle of this. It's I think that Ivan is used a lot of his what he thought were well-trained forces, which is what we all thought, and the Ukrainians have been using our support or using our we've taught them how to do stuff. We've had, like I said, we had an SFAB unit there from the National Guard. We had special operations forces doing exchange training events there too. So we've been around the area. So I will say that they're badass Call of Duty videos that were just badass Call of Duty videos were like where Call of Duty a mile wide and competency an inch thick. You know what I mean? They're like really nothing. They're yeah, exactly, Wolverines. I'm just shocked at the fact that, I mean, everybody thought that Ivan was going to come in there and roll up in there and just take over everything.
Lay the smackdown down.
Yeah, and it turns out that Ukrainians are just handing that ass back to them. I don't understand why everyone's getting mad at Ukraine for defending themselves. Exactly that. Exactly that. It wasn't just green beanies that helped them out. It was a multi-SOF event. Special Forces, PSYOP, Civil Affairs, SFAB. We were training them up long before Ukraine was even discussed on that point of view. So it's been kind of good that they've not, and some of it, of course, have been, other forces have trained them too. So I think it's been pretty awesome. I'm kind of, how do I say this? I kind of feel good that the Ukrainians are kicking their ass. If that makes any sense. Like if we just sat by and just watched them steamroll Ukraine, I just would think that we would we would have lost our what they call diplomatic capital or political capital.
Political capital or political influence.
Yeah, and you have other countries there. I always thought that NATO was there to fight Ivan, anyways, which is what we thought that was all about when Ivan was part of the Warsaw Pact. I thought that was going to happen. So to go back to your question, Oscar, it did bring back like, oh shit, are these? This is Russia. Years of like Daniel said, Spetsnaz and VDV, and you're like, okay, this is the real deal. And the next thing you know, yes, we did. You're right, Pip. We actually trained with the Russians too. We did. I was in an organization that did do that, by the way. Would you stop it? Try to talk. Yeah. Back in the day, yeah. You can't say that now because everyone gets pissed off that if you trained with your former enemies, then all of a sudden you're seditious or you're a traitor or whatever because you did some training stuff like that.
By now, every single freaking country has trained with each other.
Oh my god, I know. Or had bought in property from that, or brought in weapons and arms from it.
Yeah.
I just laugh every time we post something on WTF Nation Radio that has to do with Ukraine. I always like seeing the Russian bots and the old boomer vets that are inside the chats and like to post their stuff. And they like to say that some of the stuff that we've been posting has been fake. Or they have taken hyperbole, or some of you would pronounce it hyperbole. It's spelled that way. Hyperbole. Memes and satire. And have actually taken it serious that you thought that we were actually promoting this stuff. There's always a reply person in there in a chat every time we post something when it comes to Ukraine of how either you say that it's fake or whatever.
Within minutes.
Yes, exactly. Unless you can verify otherwise, just read or unfollow or share and like. You know what I mean?
Swipe up.
Everything we get in the inbox is the same way. Did you hear about that? Did you hear about that? Well, is there proof? Do we have proof? Is there something that's out there that you can verify it? Exactly that, Daniel. They're losing a shitload of field grades and above. Big time. That's because the Russian military don't believe in SARTs. Everybody knows that SARTs and the E4 Mafia run the army. I love our SARTs. I really do. I love our NCOs. Some of you love our NCOs a little too much, right? That'll be the Sergeant's Time discussion on Thursday about NCOs loving other NCOs a little bit too much. Bunch of damn. Keep your hands off your troops, if you know what I'm saying.
Or their spouses.
Ooh, damn. You been looking at the chats too? Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't supposed to go there.
Yeah, I was supposed to go there, but man, that's a Thursday's discussion, Thursday's conversation. We're talking about NCOs getting too touchy-feely with other SARTs. Let's do housekeeping. I think we covered the 3 basic topics that we're going to discuss. I think,
yeah, we did pretty well.
I think we let's see what's going on with some stuff. Did you Did you check out the whatchamahoots, the guest on Friday Night Freedom last weekend? Dude,
I actually missed out on that one.
you should. Well, you won't be able to check it out because Zuck got pissed off. We had to work with Facebook and let them know that we were granted permission to play all the music. We got to file some stuff with the Book of Faces because we said, hey, look, they let us use their music, and so they like muted a lot of our music. So that pissed me off. I thought that was not right. It was not cool. So
it's Facebook.
Yeah, it's Facebook. Hey, let me look and see. We got CQ's got a guest tomorrow. And I just want to double check if it's the guy who I think it is. CQ, who's your guest? Who's the 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 guest? Matthew Letzger. Matthew Letzger. God, dude, he gets people that I can't pronounce their names, and then people get mad at me because I didn't pronounce their name right. And everybody knows that I get mad when I don't get my name pronounced right. So I kind of like. So he's going to be coming on and shoot the breeze. As a matter of fact, let's look up old Matthew. Let's see what is it. Matthew. Matthew Letzger. There you go. Letzger.
No, that's gonna be a good show.
Is he the Yeah, he was in the movie he was in the Mask of Zorro. He was also in the 2003 American film Gods and Generals. He starred in 13 Hours, The Secret Soldiers of Benghazi, Flash, and The Legends of Tomorrow as a Reverse Flash. So he's Reverse Flash. Wait, see, once again, I told CQ about getting these guys coming on that are not Marvel, and he's getting all the DCU people. So he's a Reverse Flash, if you guys follow The Flash. That's going to be cool, dude. CQ dropping all those, posting all those guests. It's awesome. And then we have, let's see, what's Wednesday look like? Oh, Tuesday. Wednesday is off. Blah 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 blah. And then we have anything? For the rest of the week, right? We have Matthew Lesser. He also lays work How I Met Your Father and other shows, to include The Flash. Like I said, Gods and Generals, man, dude. Some of the people. Some military institutions have the book Gods and Generals or movie as professional military education or as professional development. So I think that's pretty cool. And then on 26th of April, he's going to have Kevin Bigley. He's the one that comes on and he's the one that portrays the rookie medic on the TV show Sirens. And then Colleen Hennessy. Sorry, I just key and peel. Gotta. We'll be hanging out with CQ and Raider to talk about her films and her background and a bunch of other projects that she's been working on. But she's also currently known as being the voice for playing Tails from Sonic the Hedgehog. That's pretty cool. I don't know, kids like that show, so that's pretty cool.
Good video game.
Yeah, it's a fun video game. Yeah, the kids I still play that on like Xbox Arcade. Turn my Xbox to an old 360 because where you can play Sega games on an Xbox. Did you ever have a Sega Genesis when you were a kid?
Oh heck yeah, dude.
Yeah, I'm about to say. See, so that means you're old enough to be my kid then, because that's who I had. My kids had it.
I had NES, Atari, Commodore.
Right. Exactly.
I know you're old, but damn.
Yeah, I'm pretty old, man. I'm not old. Old is one.
You're not old enough.
I'm not old. What are you talking about? Seasoned. Somebody in the chat said I was seasoned. So, aged like fine wine. Or a good bourbon. There you go. At any rate, thank you all for tuning in tonight. Tomorrow, CQ, of course, Pop Culture Warrior with Radar, the voice of the unpop cultured. And then Thursday, Sergeant's Time NCO Professional Development from the NCOs of the WTF Nation, myself and Spanky. We were talking about some stuff on Thursday. And then Friday Night Freedom with Kaz and Pookie. Make sure you share, like, and follow. Make sure you check us out on our different platforms. We're on 2 Facebook pages, WTF Nation Radio, U.S. Army WTF Moments. We're on YouTube, WTF Nation Radio. We got YouTube. We also have a Twitterage. So right now, currently, everyone's freaking out and reeing on Twitter because I'm talking about what's going to get shared in some group chat or whatever, how I shit posted on the president. But, oh well, get used to it. I've done it before.
Can't please everyone.
You can't please everything. We have a YouTube and we have Twitch. WTF Nation Radio has Twitch. So, yes, our website is still under construction. However, our TuneIn app, when we have fans that have discussed, and we are listening to your feedback, our fans have said that they would like to have the daily rewind back. So currently, until we get all the systems set up and all the linkages to the website knocked out, if you go to WTF Nation Radio, if you go to the TuneIn app and you search for WTF Nation Radio, the TuneIn app currently is playing every single show that we've ever posted. So there'll be either a Friday Night Freedom, a Sergeant's Time, Liquid Lunch, it's some old shows. It'll be Saturday Night Savage. Pick a show. It'll just rotate through. So like every day at 1500 Eastern Standard Time on the website, we had the Daily Rewind, which was old podcasts. So now what we've done is that we're just, until we get the site back up with the Daily Rewind, if you go to the TuneIn and you go to the TuneIn app and you go to WTF Nation Radio and just hit play, it'll be as if a show is already going. Once we do our networking stuff, we're also going to connect our live streaming to TuneIn app as well, and iHeartRadio and all the other channels that we were on before. Wow, that's a mouthful. And I'm still kind of hyper. So, anyways. Having issues with guys in your progress, some reason it hasn't been a show. Correct. That's right, Ryan. We have not. That's another thing, too. Apple Podcasts is currently down. I'm glad you mentioned that. The next, once we get her connected, that's going to be next. The Apple Podcasts is going to be the same thing. So right now we're working on each app. So Apple Podcasts will have the same, and that'll be announced later too. We'll have it will be the same thing like the TuneIn app until we get our live network or our audio streaming thing live and active. So I appreciate you checking us out on Apple Podcasts too. That's why I haven't really talked about it. It's because we haven't got it back reconnected again. So we had to do some upgrades to our website, and it just needed a whole new revamp. So I appreciate you looking out. So you got anything for me, Shipwreck? Are we good to go? Are we?
No, I covered everything.
You got to shake hands with my imaginary friends. Maybe have the Easter Bunny drag me away, or
or both.
Or both. Yeah, as I was about to say.
Drink a couple more drinks and see what happens.
Exactly. Thank you guys for listening in. Thank you guys for tuning in, putting up, and I hope you guys have a good rest of your Monday, and enjoy the rest of your week. So don't forget to tune in to Pop Culture Warrior tomorrow. So shots, have a good one. See you.
Hey, this is SEAC retired John Wayne Troxel. You're listening to WTF Nation Radio, the station of choice for all of the badass MFers on the planet.
The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again, because a vision softly creeping left its scenes while I was sleeping. That was planted in my brain still remains within the sound of songs. In restless dreams I walked alone, narrow streets of cobblestone, the halo
Everything stated on WTF Nation Radio is to be considered the opinion of the person that stated it, and not an official representation of WTF Nation Radio or U.S. Army WTF Moments.
Price does not include tax, title, or license. Some assembly required. Each item sold separately. Batteries not included. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. If conditions persist, contact a physician. Individual results may vary. Keep out of the reach of children. Avoid prolonged exposure to direct sunlight. Keep in a cool, dark place. And
please enjoy the show. Shots.
Сьогодні ти знову написала, що тобі страшно. І я знову попрошу. Ні, сьогодні я накажу відставити боятись. Погладь за мене Бармалея і спокійно лягай спати. До речі, як там Руся в школі? Скажи тату берегти серце і обійняти маму. І взагалі, давайте усміхатися. Вашій силі краса. Допомагайте один одному і виручайте. Цілуйте любимих. Святкуйте свою свободу. Ви за нашими спинами, ось такі теж надійні, не ховаєтеся, прикриваєте нас із тилу. Зробіть так, щоб ми пишалися вами. І ми повернемось. Повернемось і будемо жити.